We're traveling down a different path today. The path of M.U.G.E.N. This is Mortal Kombat Project. Or to be more specific, Mortal Kombat Project Season 2 Final. A lot of big-time MK projects released today. Your New Eras, your Chaotix, your Bloodstorms. They all owe a debt of gratitude to the original Mortal Kombat project. And this isn't the original. This is more of a Season 2 revival, courtesy of a couple of people, to try to make a more balanced, enjoyable Mortal Kombat M.U.G.E.N. experience. Now, M.U.G.E.N., of course, a 2D freeware fighting game engine where people can create assets with only their imagination as their limit. This means that you could take a character from Street Fighter, Mortal Kombat, King of Fighters, any little 2D fighter you could think of, or hell, just make your own character from scratch and toss them in. This has led to crossovers. This has led to fan projects. This has just led to repositories of hundreds of characters, hundreds of stages, in just a free-for-all madness, unbalanced mess that makes you wonder what would happen. What would happen if Raiden went head-to-head with Superman? Now, actually, scratch that. We know what would happen. So, what we have here is the opening of the game, which includes artwork for every little instance of story progression, which is very nice. This is a nicer way to recap MK1 through MK3 and get you more aware of what's going on with the story. We will get to most of this game. I just sort of want to show off the elements of the story intro, which are very nice and do borrow a lot from MK3's style of presentation, with a few additions and subtractions where necessary. For example, it's Quan Chi that helps out with the plan to revive Queen Sindel. But this isn't going to be like a big ol' M.U.G.E.N. roster with endless characters. This is a more controlled M.U.G.E.N. Everyone from Trilogy is here, along with a few surprise characters from future games on our list. This also means the bosses are playable, because they have to be, because of the way that M.U.G.E.N. works. You have to include them in the select.def file. And as for myself and my relationship with M.U.G.E.N., I've been playing M.U.G.E.N. for a decade or two, because it's just really nice to pit all of these characters and franchises together in ways that just aren't logistically possible. And I love this little slide intro where each character gets a voiced reveal and announcement, and they do a little cool pose. It's like, these are the heroes of Earth. This is our last line of defense. And they're gonna look cool doing it. But, it was originally going to be Mortal Kombat 4 Arcade in this slot, but arcade emulation of MK4 is still not quite up to snuff, and probably never will be due to the complexity of the hardware. So that leaves us with Mortal Kombat Project. As you can see, one-on-one versus co-op, you could do a 2v2. Survival mode, basically an endless mode where you fight. You fight as many characters as you can on one life, and you can do so in co-op as well. And hey, a training mode's right here. A Mortal Kombat game with training mode. It's after playing through all those arcade games, it's nuts to imagine. Or you could just watch a fight. Typical traditional M.U.G.E.N modes and features. But let's get to the roster. I believe the head count here is 47 playable characters. Everyone from Trilogy, a few surprises from the 3D era and beyond, and all the bosses. It took me a bit to realize which character we were going to use for this. I wanted to normally follow someone who isn't in classic Mortal Kombat games, but then realized that we never finished the mission that we started in Trilogy. So each character has their own little story intro, where Raiden travels up to see the Elder Gods, and though they can't quite intervene, they can let a new tournament fly, which Raiden becomes immortal in order to exist on Earth and compete in this upcoming tournament. Yet for some reason still has all of his thunder abilities intact, whatever. All he did was just turn God mode off. So, towers here. You never really get to see who your opponent is until you press this button.
Don't make me laugh.
We're just gonna go with Novice. That gives us 10 opponents. Gives us a quick little look at this game as is. And this is a 6-button fighter. High punch, high kick, low kick, run block. Everything you expect classic Mortal Kombat to have at this point. And per the usual, characters are punching bags at the start. That difficulty right now is at 12%. It is going to go up very soon.
Fight.
A lot faster since we picked the smallest possible tower. Yeah. As for the game itself, it feels really nice. There's one other extra feature that was added here, and I will get to it.
Fatality.
But the one thing I do have to comment on is that there is a lot of love that went into this project. The original and the Season 2 revival. There's new fatalities, there's new moves, there's new voiceovers. It's all just a refined version of everything that has come before as far as Mortal Kombat in the 90s is concerned. Also, if you are in the corner and you have a combo that ends with a launcher, you get pushed back. This is deliberate. So, on to one of the most important features of this game. A move list. You can pause the game at any time and look at your character's moves. This includes special moves, this includes combos, and it even includes finishers. It's very good to remember for me. As well as general controls, friendships, babalities, all that stuff. I don't know if we're gonna use any of the fancy-alities. But yeah, this is a nice feature. In future Mortal Kombat M.U.G.E.Ns where the roster becomes too high to accurately calculate, you're not going to see a lot of these move list menus. But this was standard issue for MKProject.
Flawless victory. Fatality.
in case you were wondering, the little symbol that appeared below your victory text, those will come to fruition at the end of the game. This game does have secret codes and secret paths that you can use.
Round 2, fight.
I believe the code changes with each playthrough. There are a few that are noticeably standard. Oh my god, playing a Mortal Kombat game where I'm not clawing my eyes out.
Flawless victory. Fatality.
I don't have to try too hard with this game. It's amazing. The difficulty is actually adjustable, and it reflects the game. Like, okay. Yes, we did do that. Alright, good. There are a few new voiceovers borrowed from other media for the characters. Raiden's is especially noticeable. I am relatively sure that is Geese from Capcom vs. SNK. And it kind of works. Okay, we ain't doing that. We ain't doing that either.
Flawless victory.
I tell you, difficulty's gonna pick up a bit. Still not too worried. With Raiden, he really hasn't gotten anything too fancy. Whatever he had in Trilogy, he still has. It's just he looks a lot more fancier.
Round 2, fight.
The electricity is more audible.
Fatality.
Also take note of the coins. They also factor into the end of the game.
Round 1, fight.
Also, hello Moonlit Wilderness from Tekken 5. You really are one of the best fighting game stages ever. It's missing the flowers, but that's probably for the best. Alright, yeah, difficulty has picked up.
Sonya wins.
Difficulty has picked up. So we can't be as aggressive as we were before.
Fight.
Alright. Not good! Not good!
Sonya wins. Fatality.
You let your guard down once, and that's what happens. we really need to make our hits count now.
Round 2, fight.
I can sort of skip a lot of the victory just to get to the next fight. There we go. That's what I was looking for. I don't know, it's just not as fun when they're like a charred corpse. I need explosions.
Round 1, fight.
Probably should not have jumped. As you can see, AI knows complex combos. Oh, that's just. Yeah, AI knows complex combos. The punishes are
2, fight.
within reason. It's not really button reading. It's more capitalizing on mistakes. Yeah. There's a reason I stopped using uppercut, because they could just run up to you and say hi. The uppercut never actually happens.
Round 3, fight.
Maybe it's just me, but I like Raiden better in red than blue. From my understanding, this was his original design in 2. Or his original color scheme.
Fatality. Round 1, fight.
Think of it. I'm gonna check the move list for a second, see if there's any other kind of combo I can use.
Round 2, fight.
HK, okay, back. HK. Never mind. Really shouldn't be fancy. Not the place.
Raiden wins. Friendship. Friendship?
I believe that you can do friendships, animalities at your leisure. No type of condition required. And now we start getting to the bosses. This should look familiar to anyone who's played Mortal Kombat Mythologies. You poor bastards. Oh, didn't have the push at the ready. Yep, 50% means 50%. Yeah. Little too much jumping, not a lot of confidence in run combos.
Round 2.
Especially this late in the game. Yep. Oh, I don't care whatever that was, Quan Chi. I do not care.
Round 3. Fight.
Yep. Uppercut directly in the face, doesn't care. Isn't that great? Let's give you the old shock treatment.
Fatality.
Like, each boss gets their own little unique intro, which is really cool and adds to the presentation of this M.U.G.E.N game. Now it's time to find out who our sub-boss is, and it's Goro! Okay.
Round 1.
Bit of MK1 flashbacks here. Goro has a few new moves to his name, clothesline being one of them. He has a ground stomp, like a ground pound that is unblockable low. You must jump it. And damn it, that is death.
Wins.
Some of Goro's sprites have been redrawn for MKProject. Not too fond of the face, though.
Fight.
Not too fond of the face, though. Nothing really wrong with the original face. Alright. So, since Goro is a bit of a heavyweight, we have to sort of try new things. Preferably not that. He's still very punishable via stomp, which is nice. Which is very nice.
Round 3. Fight.
And by the way, that's not just a leap, it's an actual stomp. If he lands on you on the way down, it's an attack. Not only do they get their own intro, but their own death scene as well.
You are nothing. Round 1.
So, Shao Kahn. Same old stage, fancy new music.
Feel the power of Shao Kahn.
This is probably harder. Don't want to speak too soon. Alright, close.
That was pathetic.
Like, Shao Kahn has everything he had in Trilogy, including his new grab.
It's official. You suck.
It's just now you have to sit there while he taunts you. A little extra time to recount your decisions. That type of thing.
Finish him. fatality.
And yes, even the bosses have fatalities. Now the Earth is doomed. Oh no. Now even the bosses have fatalities. Actual good fatalities.
Don't make me laugh.
Not just a misaligned Motaro ripping your head off. Okay. Yeah. Not our round.
Feel the wrath of Shao Kahn. Round 2, fight.
Yeah. I want to block at the start so that I give myself some distance. Because chances are he's going to use an attack that pushes me back. Or we could get trapped in this. That's always nice. The deal with Shao Kahn is we gotta work quick. Because everything causes chip damage. Granted, that works in our favor. Okay. I don't know what thing's on right now! Shit!
I win.
It is nice to get the other fatality, but did you have to reference Annihilation? Did you? Did you really? I mean, no stone left unturned, but... Okay.
Prepare to die. Round 1, fight.
Okay. Blocking. Nope. Not allowed to block. This really does reek of luck-based situations. Nope. Nope, I'm taking that opportunity.
That was round 2.
Even has his own little get-up taunt. Yeah, let's push you right in the corner. Yeah, that's probably safer.
No.
Yes, you can even fatality Shao Kahn. This game is amazing. So here are the lost treasures of Shao Kahn. In the original MKProject, this was a slot machine with each of the symbols cycling through, and you having to pick the right ones. I don't really know if we get any codes here, and I've already fucked it up. But these do include secret fights. I believe that is the point of them. If I remember. Nope. Wasn't that one either. But yeah, they are randomized, and just because you remember one doesn't mean it will be good all the time. To be fair, I had lost track of my symbols a long time ago. Yeah, who needs you, Elder Gods? Some help you guys are. sometimes through dumb luck, but yeah, I love this ending artwork. If there's a new Mortal Kombat, I think that you have a very high probability of Mortal Kombat continuing. But that is Mortal Kombat Project. A refined and more complete version of the Mortal Kombats that have come before it. M.U.G.E.N was something basically made at the turn of the new millennium as sort of a freeware way to give people the tools they need to make the dream fighter they've always wanted. And in a way, everyone sort of had 2 decades to get good. We have a lot less glitchiness, a lot more balance, a lot less ugliness going on. Sure, you eventually have your little April Fool's prank characters. But eventually, you do get something that is on par with professional work. In my opinion, that is Mortal Kombat Project. Like, this game is good. This game is fun. It feels complete. Despite the fact it had several revisions. Like, even Season 2 had several updates to squash out a lot of bugs. For the most part, we are done with this particular era of Mortal Kombat. Or at least done with games that have this particular look. So next up on the docket is Mortal Kombat 4. I tried to get the arcade version up and running, but in a test run, the game actually crashed when I beat Shinnok, the final boss. So that's nice. It does mean that a slot was opened up, and we were able to play this game. Which admittedly, I'm a lot happier to play than I am to try Mortal Kombat 4, whatever. You guys will see Mortal Kombat 4 when the time comes. As I said, Mortal Kombat 4 took a while to come to fruition because they were working with a new 3D engine, something they wanted to do in MK3 but didn't quite have the tools, and they certainly made a thing. Next up, Mortal Kombat 4. See you guys then.